Hi everyone. Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba, once said, when you're 20 to 30 years old, you should join a good company, follow a good boss, and learn how to do things the proper way. When you're 30 to 40 years old, if you want to venture out on your own, try something new, go ahead, because you can still afford to fail. But when you're in your 40s to 50s, you should just stick to what you're good at. Do not venture into a new field or a new subject. Those are indeed wise words of advice from Jack Ma. When we started Bynd Artisan, I was 42. My husband and business partner, James, was 46. We could not follow Jack Ma's advice because we were trying to fight for survival of my family business and trying to revive the tradition of making things by hand. Millennials and Gen Zs grew up with the idea that when you're in your 20s, you should quit school, run a tech startup, and make billions of dollars. It is something entrenched into our minds thanks to early success stories like Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and Steve Jobs. There are a lot of expectations entrenched into this psyche that success has to come early. A lot of you are probably thinking, I will just finish school, get a job, and life will happen according to a certain plan. I used to think the same way too, but now, with the benefit of hindsight, I have come to realize that things in life don't always go according to plan. In our 40s, when most of our peers were starting to enjoy life and excelling in their work careers, we had to start a new business in a new field. For me, moving from manufacturing into retail, and for James, from advertising into retail. We were so out of touch that we did not even have social media accounts. No Facebook, no Instagram, no Twitter. I only had friends that I could count on one hand. I still remember when we first started Bynd Artisan. We did not run the social media account because we did not know how to use it. The Bynd Artisan Instagram account was being handled by our young, fresh grad account executive. And whenever we ran events, in order to know if anyone posted about us, we actually went to Google and typed #Bynd Artisan. In our early days, an influential visitor came into the atelier and posted photos of our products and our store. And after that, many people came into the store. It was then that I realized that post did not cost our influential visitor any money, but it had such a significant impact on us. After that, I decided that I shall learn how to use Instagram as well, and I started my own account called The Paper Queen. And today, you will see me being very adept at making reels, very often shouting out for other local brands and brands that I believe in. Because back then, I was a major beneficiary of this little gesture that went a long way. Our craftsmen too, many of them in their 50s and 70s, had to move from the factory production back room to the retail forefront when we first started. This time, not just to craft, which was something they knew, but in front of the customers, and also to introduce the products and to process payments using the point of sale system. Some of them had a poor grasp of English, and they were worried that they could not fulfill their job responsibilities. I shared this story with them. If you were to go to Japan to buy something, did it hinder you from making a purchase just because you did not speak Japanese and the storekeeper did not speak English or Chinese? No, because it is the body language, the gestures, the smile that said so much more than just the language. So our craftsmen had to overcome the barrier of age too. And today, I'm proud to share that they are all very confident in their roles. And many of them have a fan base of customers that will come back to look for them to craft their next order. So never ever let anyone tell you that this is a certain path to success in life, and that this is the age where you need to achieve certain milestones, because you can always achieve something at any age. So why did I start Bynd Artisan so late? In the first 22 years of my family career, I worked in my family business. My grandfather was Singapore's oldest bookbinder and had started the business in the 1940s. When I joined the business, it was predominantly in printing, bookbinding, with a small division in leather crafting. Most of the orders were OEM and for private labels. So for example, if we were to make something for, say, Singapore Airlines, no one would know the name of the factory that produced those beautiful products. It was a very tough business because most of the orders were obtained by tenders where the lowest price bid would win. Even when I tried to build a good relationship with the buyers, very often they would tell me, my KPI is to reduce costs year on year by X%. Against this very competitive landscape, with China and India rising as the factories of the world, we soon found our business declining. Being very interested in design, I worked hard with our graphic department to come up with fresh and exciting designs. Sometimes the best designs were not selected by our clients, and it saddened me to know that these beautiful designs would never be turned into an actual product and see the light of day. I even brought my designs home to show my kids. One day, my kids said to me, "Mom, why don't you sell the business? No one buys these products anymore." It was then that I realized the paper industry was dying, and even my kids regarded it as a sunset industry. I knew then that if I did not innovate, I would not have any customers in their generation. So it was the passion and the desire to revive the traditional craft of making things by hand that resulted in the Bynd Artisan that you see today, an experiential platform that customizes and personalizes gifts for everyone, for any occasion. We have successfully blended the analog and the digital, the old school and the new. The old school being the tactile experiences of the brick and mortar store, the touch and feel of the products, and the storytelling of our craftsmen, together with the new school, which is our digital strategy of tracking the customer journey, of targeting, retargeting, of using search and keywords, of being able to track a customer lifetime value through our loyalty program. All these have made us a truly omni-channel integrated experience, one that has transcended beyond paper and leather into art, ceramic, wood, fabrics, and more. But all these are no longer just products. These are the tools that we use to communicate our customers' emotions to their gift recipients. Today, Bynd Artisan is in the business of creating experiences and delivering emotions, an award-winning business that has won the President Design Award, the Singapore Tourism Board's Best Shopping Experience Award, the APAC Best International Attractiveness Award, and been given the brand mark Made with Passion. If you want to succeed in the digital age, it does not mean that you have to go into a tech or AI or fintech industry. It could mean that if you were to drawn to a certain industry, just like how I was drawn to the paper and leather industry, it could very well mean that you could change and completely redefine the industry and make it relevant to the digital age. So now you know, I completely overcome the barrier of age, overcome the barrier of starting a business in a sunset industry. While everyone is talking about the tech business, we did the complete opposite and reinvented the paper industry. Everything's going well. And then boom, COVID hits. In life, there are these black swan events, things that we can never plan for. And that is why it is so important for us to always persevere, to never give up, and to have that sense of optimism. When COVID hit, we were all really worried, especially for our retail craftsmen, whose sole purpose has always been to warmly welcome our customers into the retail stores and to help them craft that perfect gift for their nearest and dearest. They tried their best to keep motivated, but a shadow of darkness has fallen over their hearts as they witness the effects of the pandemic, from dwindling footfall to declining sales, to watching friends in the service industry and in restaurants being retrenched. They knew in their hearts that they were in the service line and they could not really work from home. The moment our Singapore government announced the circuit breaker, we quickly sprang into action and prepared take-home kits so that our craftsmen could craft a leather hand sanitizer holder from home. It was a project that kept all of us busy and purposeful throughout our lockdown and beyond. And most importantly, it set our craftsmen's heart at ease, knowing that they can still contribute to the business. Craft takes time to hone, and now our craftsmen have the luxury of time to stay at home and craft something beautiful for our customers to give their friends. Each leather hand sanitizer holder also came with a message card that tells the gift recipient the name of the craftsman that produced it, in the hopes that when the sun shines brightly again and our customers come back into the retail stores, they would recognize the names of the craftsmen who made that beautiful product and tell them that they own something that they had crafted during those dark, tumultuous times. We made the best situation of a terrible time. And it worked. We got a feature on Straits Times, and after that, the orders just kept coming. Every minute there was an order. We even got corporate orders from companies who wanted to gift their clients to remind them that they are thinking of them and to tell them to stay safe. Unplanned black swan events in life, things that you can never expect. How do you face adversity with a mindset of, what can I learn from here? What can I do to make things better? How do I turn this into an opportunity? Things may not always go according to plan. And that is why it is so important for us to keep trying, to keep persevering, to get closer to our end goals. I hope my sharing has inspired you to know that there are no conventional pathways in life, and that each and every one of us took a different pathway, and that there is no right or wrong way to success. We all come from different backgrounds, face different circumstances, experience different pains, and have different ambitions. Life may not always be a bed of roses, but sometimes, if we just keep trying, we might be able to turn lemons into lemonade. I want you to always remember, no matter what others may say of you, no matter what life throws at you that turns your life upside down, you have it within you to overcome whatever challenges you may face. Perseverance and resilience is a theme that runs through my sharing today, and I hope that it will always remind you to always look beyond your current circumstances, trials, and tribulations, and to always keep trying and to never give up, because you are almost there. Thank you.